This is going to be a very non-audiophile kind of video. And I'm going to introduce some new concepts, maybe concepts that have been around for a while that need to be revisited or no one has ever thought of. I'm hoping someone has thought of them. But you see this a lot in social media. Folks who put up photos of their gear just to boast. The gear serves as little more than eye candy. This is my Pioneer PL-300. If you follow this channel, you may have seen I acquired this at Savers a few weeks ago for the princely sum of $6. I finished some repairs and some restoration on it. Probably didn't get as deep into the weeds as some people online will go. I saw one gentleman completely take this thing apart just to reinforce the tone arm stub. This guy right here, the back piece that holds the counterweight. Yeah, I repaired it. I had an unfortunate incident where I had this turntable in the trunk of my car, and when I opened it up, I saw that back stub completely broken off. And this is a common issue with these turntables, seen with many Pioneers around the same era, 1979, 1980 or so. Another common Achilles heel of this turntable is the speed. It's quartz driven, phase lock loop, yet the speed can fluctuate by quite a bit. And you'll see it in the strobe here. Let me see if I can get this machine going just to give you an idea of how the strobe looks. There we go, right there. And if the speed is off, you'll see those three lights kind of swing to the right a little bit when the speed fluctuates. So I had to open the machine up, clean the switch, the speed switch on the inside, and work the speed switch a bunch of times. I did not replace any capacitors on this machine. Replacing capacitors is not going to get you accurate speed, but cleaning that speed switch, in my case, solved that issue. The other issue I had was skating of the tone arm. And what I did was I kept the original cartridge. This is a Audio-Technica, I think it's an AT110. I could be wrong, 110E. But I replaced the stylus on it. I put a new stylus on. Of course, I redid the tracking force, set the counterbalance, set the anti-skate. We're tracking at a whopping 2 grams. I just finished playing this album right here. Johann Brahms. So we've got some piano, some violin, and some clarinet. Don't let anyone for a second tell you that these Deutsche Grammophon recordings are not audiophile. If they say that they're mass produced or the strings sound flat, maybe they're not listening on the right equipment. I just listened to this entire record, both sides. I almost cried at how good this thing sounds. And you may ask, well, why does it sound that good? It's not even a Tulip release. It was released in the solid state era. I don't even know when this recording was pressed, maybe the mid to late 1970s. But let me tell you something. Going back to this turntable. Don't believe for a second that direct drive is going to introduce motor noise into your signal path. That is just horsepucky, hogwash, baloney skins. Not once have I heard any motor noise before or after the repairs I've done to this machine. And after the repairs, I gotta tell you something. This is the best sounding machine that I own. Maybe even better than my Audio-Technica AT-LP 120 or my Dual 506. The Dual might be my favorite belt-driven machine. This Pioneer PL-300 is my favorite direct-driven machine. And I don't think I'm going to go back to belt drive. Sure, I might take out the Dual and play it from time to time because it's got that fantastic proprietary Ortophon cartridge on it. And it's just a great sounding machine. But with the kind of listening I do now, let's face it, my ears are almost 62 years old. They don't hear the way they used to. But can I hear differences in pitch? Can I hear differences from when strings are going to when they go silent to when they start up again? Yeah, I can hear that. And do I want a recording to sound the way it should? This is about, for me, as good as it gets. And all you gearheads who say, well, I've got a, you name it, Turntable X, Turntable Y, Turntable Z. That's great for you. And that's gloating. But tell me why it's better, and tell me why you have to gloat over it. I'm proud of this machine because, yeah, it's mine, but I made it mine by getting it to sound even better, repairing a couple of issues, cleaning it up, pride of ownership. I remember my late father, who was an engineer. I'll give you a little backstory about my dad. He was an engineer, a NASA engineer, who worked on Apollo 11 and helped design the over-the-horizon radar systems that were used for tracking on Apollo 11. Matter of fact, he was on board the USNS Vanguard when Apollo 11 was launched, and Walter Cronkite gave a shout out to that ship during blast off about a couple of minutes before Apollo 11 took off. My dad also in the private sector designed traveling waveguide tubes used for microwave uplinks and downlinks, remote broadcasts before satellite became commonplace. We're done with satellite link-ups. I'm sorry, we're done with microwave link-ups before satellite. And my dad was a pioneer in designing those. But my dad was a problem solver, and I remember the pride on my father's face when he would solve a problem. Come home with his slide rule. I figured something out. And he'd draw a schematic diagram for me and show the circuit that he built. Or he would describe a problem and how he worked around it and how he solved that problem. That's what engineering is. And it's not designing things, it's solving problems. It's not inventing things, it's how can I work smarter and not harder? So I guess what I'm asking for is pride and ownership. When you post your gear online, maybe a few words about why you like it. I listened to this recording and it sounded great. This recording sounds better than I remember it sounding. I really enjoyed it. It brought out the emphasis on the strings. It stirred some memories. I'm really proud of this machine. Yeah, it's modest, but it's damn good. What are you proud of? Why do you listen to this stuff? Do you want to show off your gear? Do you want to enjoy the music that you cherish and that you love? Do you want to preserve memories that you have as a child? Do you want to stir your soul? Take pride and take care for now.